My name is Rhapsody, and welcome back to Slay the Spire, the High Ascension grind with the Defect. Normal enemies have more challenging movesets and abilities now. Hell yeah, let's get into it. Random rare, maybe? How many bad Raz does the Defect have? Well, not that many. Not that many unworkable ones, at least. Alright. Killing enemies in the next 3 elites. Like, I could get one, or rather, enemies in the next 3 combats have 1 HP. I could get 1 elite maximum with that. And possibly not even that 1 elite, so I don't know about that. I think I actually will go either for the random rare card or the random boss relic. Cracked core is just not that valuable as far as basic relics go. That is to say, starter relics for classes. Sure, we'll change it. Oh, we got pain and normality from Calling Bell. It's cool. I mean, we clicked a button and we immediately lost. That's really interesting. Other than that, we've also got the Dream Catcher. Whenever you rest, you add a card to your deck. The question card on future card reward screens, you have 1 digital card from which to choose, as well as the unceasing top. Whenever you have no cards in hand during your turn, draw a card. So I guess we try and make a thick zero-cost deck, as well as find the time to remove all of these curses that we have now. It's the same to defend or not defend there. That is the question. Oh, look. Normality and no defenses in hand. Yeah, this this one don't feel long for this world. Just with the amount we bleed per combat. Alright. Reinforced body versus buffer stack streamline. See, the thing is, if I want to make this a zero-cost build, then I need to be kind of like puritanical about not adding things that aren't zero-cost. But I also do need immediate impact as well. I think because of the starting relic giving us Calling Bell, like there's so few that are this actively negative, especially for the defects, that don't have that much counterplay. And then the curses that we got given, horrible, worse, literally the worst curse in the game. So, you know, not that great. Reinforced body versus streamline is actually the decision I'm making here. Basically, whether or not I want the extra damage. I think I need the extra damage to be able to kill things at all. And also, it does taper down to 0 cost over time, so it could be used in an unceasing top build. Pantograph at the start of boss combats heal for 25 HP. Our boss at the end of this floor is the Hexaghost. I would love to be able to take gold-plated cables, but this... Oh, gosh. A cool-headed Blizzard as well, but this has to be removing one of these. Pain is hurting us more than normality is currently because we don't have any zero-cost cards in the deck. Love to take Go for the Eyes as well. Shame. Alright. Very close to the best opening turn we could have gotten there, so I'm pretty pleased about that. Damn. Sadly, we needed exactly to draw the streamline there if we wanted to get that early kill. Yep, just bleeding real quickly. Steam barrier, probably. It's another defensive option. Now normality is a problem because I have the ability to play more than 3 cards in a turn. If we go for that elite, we're dead. Hopefully this is card removal and we can get the normality out of the deck. It's not. It's money. We're on Act 1, so that's only going to be 100 gold. See, the thing is, as much as I want to rest here, rest allows me to possibly add a card to my deck, but I've got an elite later on, definitely. And I think if I don't have, like, the Zap and Dual Cast upgraded, I'm just not getting past that elite. Streamline as well also seems a thing that might necessitate an immediate upgrade. Yep, would have been nice to draw another card there, but sadly the Writhe wanted to prevent that one. Just ouch through and through. Wow, short on the damage here as well. That sucks. 18 HP on the enemy between the block and defense. Wow, even worse on this turn. I was hoping that the next turn was going to be, you know, an easier turn for me to kill on or defend on, and I could do neither. Yeah, this deck is dead. This deck has been dead for a while. Literally just because the Calling Bell gave us both Normality and Pain. Normality hasn't even kicked in as being a problem yet. I'm going to take Claw. I'm going to try and lean into the Unceasing Top and see if I can save myself that way, because I think we're dead, but come on. I'm happy to hope in the face of long odds that we aren't. I'd love to be proven wrong. This is something I carry through in my real life as well. I would rather predict that the worst is going to occur and be happy when it doesn't than the inverse. Let's go for the eyes. The Courier, the merchant, no longer runs out of cards, relics, or potions. Their price is increased by 20%. If I don't rest here, I am definitely dead, so let's rest. Oh, look, it's Echo Form. Just take that for its ability to give us a ridiculous amount of value in certain fights. Both of the curses are through as well, so never mind. I've also got the Ascender's Bane in the deck. I forgot about that. I'm going to hold on to the dual cast so that I have the ability to dual cast for kill. Should I draw it again, which I don't. Liquid Bronze. Yeah, we're just dead in the next space. Like, definitely. Like, I can burn the Ascender's Curse out of the deck, but about as far as I can go. Definitely use the Essence of Steel over the course of the combat, see if we can save ourselves somehow. Things are getting very alliterative from here, and we're already dead. Bye. That just makes sense. I don't think it's wrong to go for the random boss relic just because the literal worst result came up. I actually do want to check that as well. Let's just quickly check if that's actually the exact worst result we could have gotten. Astrolabe would have been fine. Black Blood can't appear. Black Star would have been fine. Busted Crown would have been problematic. So I'll agree that this is at the very least as frustrating to the possibility of victory as the Calling Bell in terms of getting it as your first relic. Just because you have no selections for your cards after that. Coffee Dripper that early in the game, I don't think actually would be that negative. So I think Calling Bell is still the worst, closely followed by Busted Crown. Well, see, Calling Bell is the worst depending on what curses you get. We got really bad ones. So I think we got a bad Calling Bell that's worse than a Busted Crown to start with. Obviously, Busted Crown is a totally reasonable boss relic later when you already have your deck defined and things like that, but we don't. You can't swap it in order to get Frozen Core, so I don't think that would have happened. Cursed Key would be fine. Ectoplasm would be fine, but still a little bit annoying. Empty Cage would be fine. Eternal Feather would be not actively negative, at least. Pandora's Box, again, depends on the transformation as well, so... Philo Stone would still be better than the Calling Bell. Nuclear Battery, definitely. Lizard Tail, I mean, that's worse than the Lightning Orb, but better than Lizard Tail. Sorry, better than the Calling Bell. I'm going past the character-specific ones. Runic Dome's fine. Runic Pyramid's fine. Snekawai would be insane. Sozu's fine. Tiny House is fine. Velvet Choker is fine. Mighty Statue's fine. Yes, so I'm pretty comfortable saying that we got the absolute worst result there. That's a shame. And then I have to do this so that I can actually get my Nya bonus back. Dang game! By the way, I've had the suggestion a couple times, why not just install the Always Whale mod? I can't do that. This is the series that is run in the beta patch, and the mods, both including Mod the Spire, the launcher, base mod, and then mods that run off of those formers, they don't typically update to the schedule of the beta release. They update to the main branch releases. 18 to remove 2 seems like a bad idea. Who's our boss? Yeah, definitely removing cards from our deck is particularly problematic, knowing that the slime boss is at the end of the floor. That said, the slime boss at the end of the floor is also particularly problematic because normal enemies have more challenging movesets and abilities, and as soon as you split that slime boss, it is 2 normal enemies. And then when you split those, they become 4 normal enemies. So the slime boss's difficulty actually already increased, despite the fact that boss enemies having more challenging movesets and abilities is not yet in action. Kind of want to go with the random common relic. Snacko Eye. Draw 2 additional cards each turn, start each combat confused. Our goal now, should we choose to accept it, and we do, is to get every copy of Sunder and every copy of Meteor Strike that we can even possibly find. Elite, 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 and then Elite, Elite. Okay, yeah, so we can make a cut through this map that only passes elites, which means that we definitely have to fight an elite this first floor. Like, we can avoid them on only this path, because this avoids right up until it runs into there. We can avoid on this path right up until we run there, so there's no elite free path. I'm going to start over here for the early shot, because an early shot with, you know, what, like 115 gold, or what we'd have by then, is actually pretty good. Specifically for the purposes of possibly picking up Sunder. Until then, unfortunately, we're kind of just living off of RNG. Thankfully, because we're drawing 7 cards a turn, it kind of skews things a little in our direction for the possibility of getting results that we're comfortable with. But that's not gonna always happen. We'll get unlucky one turn, and then that'll be really sad, so if we can just avoid that as best we can. Hologram can bring back cards from the discard pile. Now, this is only important because Hologram can bring back 0-cost cards from the discard pile, and because they are returned to your hand rather than fetched, rather than drawn, or rather they are fetched rather than drawn, they don't randomize the cost again, right? Snecko only randomizes the cost of a card when it is drawn. So Hologram is a nice way to pull back my most powerful card. Unfortunately, I don't have a powerful card to pull back with it yet, so I don't yet want to take it. Unfortunately, I still do need to make the deck better as I move through the map, otherwise I am just eventually going to lose. I kind of want to take Charge Battery. Costing 1 or 0, so half of the time Charge Battery is super good. And it sets me up for my next turn better. Sure. Are you a dog person or a cat person? I'm a dog person. Extremely a dog person. I like cats. I have a problem with cats. Cats do act a little entitled to the world. I mean, yeah, it's fine. I'm not saying you're a bad person if you like cats. Some of my favorite people like cats, but I'm not exactly a cat person. I'm more of a dog person, as well as a dog person, as well as a dog. No, I wasn't supposed to tell you that one. Oh no, I have to hoist up an actor when I do face cam, because that is correct. I am actually just a giant dog. I've been described similarly to that before, and it didn't entirely rub me the wrong way. I was like, yeah, I got some dog-like characteristics. Kill him. Kind of comfy how I am as a human, though. Alright. Show me the Sunder. I think I'll take the Ball Lightning. Again, I've still got to be able to kill an elite at the very least. Right? I can't just hold off waiting for a Sunder that may never come. This sucks. Both of the defends were 3 costs, so unless I only wanted to defend that turn, and only defend once that turn, we're actually covered here, I think. Please. Show me the... I will take the second ball lightning. The only upgrades that matter are the ones that increase their effect, so... Charge battery, because if we upgrade something to change its cost, how's that going to carry over? Sometimes it's playable even at 3 cost. Good lord, this is what I'm talking about, right? You can't rely that every hand is going to be playable. I am literally at maximum capable of playing 2 cards from this hand, and one of them has to be dual cost because it was 0 cost. So that just happens sometimes. But then sometimes this happens. So you know. Swings and roundabouts. Please, I cannot take any of these, though. Maybe capacitor. All right. How likely am I to have a better wake-up turn? Extraordinarily unlikely, I think. Lame. Oh well. 4 energy in the next hand, and ooh, 2 ball lightnings. Nice. If I want to play at least 1 ball lightning, then I have to play both because otherwise the breakpoints don't work. So it's just like 2 ball lightnings and a single defend. I don't like it. I would love to have been able to full defend that turn, but that was never an option. So may as well give up on that. Just setting up this complement allows me to kill the lug ball much easier. Bottle Tornado. Upon pickup, choose a power card at the start of each combat that card will be in your open hand. I don't really want that at all. Like, I actually don't want Capacitor necessarily in my opening hand. Especially if it ends up becoming high cost. I'll do it because I have the ball lightnings, but I'm not comfy with it. Dead Branch. When you exhaust a card, add a random card to your hand. Sure, let's get wacky with it. I now need to avoid all elites like the plague. And we have a shop in like 4 spaces, so we gain the gold. I'm not happy with it, but yeah, we have to explosive potion here or we're dead. All right. You gotta stop doing this. I'll rest in this space, then I've got the shop in 2 more spaces. Literally, give me Meteor Strike or Sunder, or I've already lost. Really? Getting this room immediately after I was forced to use my explosive potion or die, it's certainly a thing that can happen to a human being, I'll tell you that much. Ow. 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 See, the problem is I can't just defend every turn. I do need to have a plan for these things to die eventually. And all of my defenses keep becoming super expensive. It's really frustrating. Good lord. Uh-huh. Finally dead. I'm afraid not yet. Cost. Got it. Cool. Echo Form, obviously. Meteor Strike. Now we just desperately need to stay alive. I'll take the block potion. Remove a default strike to increase the consistency of drawing defends. And I'll also take the lower cost skill potion here so that I can possibly defend on the right turn. Also going to rest in this location. We now have a deck just from that is capable of winning this game. I need to just not screw it up. I'm going to have to cop the first hit from this slime boss because we have a lot of setup to get done. Okay. Meteor Strike going down for 1. Well, I did forget that I had Echo Form already in play, but this is still mostly good. Okay. Ooh, Turbo, 0 cost as well. Nice. Snecko Eye Dead Branch. I'm going to be so sad if I lose this run. Like, this is so cool. Or at least it has the potential to be so cool. So Barrage is, what, 20 damage right now? Let's dual cast. No, let's Barrage before the dual cast, obviously. Turbo the Striker, and then get a heat sinks as well. Unfortunately, that does split the Spike Slime this turn, but it kills the backliner. That seems much more important to me. All for One actually draws back all of the cards that were made 0 cost by the Snecko Eye, but the thing is, I don't think I need that. Fission is actually super interesting. The upgraded version of that not only exhaust gives me another card, it gives me the extra card at its default cost rather than the Snecko because it's just added to my hand rather than drawn. It's also extra energy and card draw, so I think Fission's a good idea, but unfortunately it's like not playable on our first shuffle through of the deck, so it's not like an instantaneous thing. But I guess we do want to build thick with this deck anyway, so... Oh, but if Fission ever costs anything when it's drawn, then I don't play it. That's a problem. Core Surge is another card that I might want to consider. Honestly, I think literally it's like I just take care of my defense, and then my defense will take care of me, so... I'm not happy with that Philo Stone being my only energy relic here. Having energy relics alongside Snecko Eye is really good because it means I can play multiple things each turn before the Meteor Strike comes out. Maybe I Pandora's Strike Pandora's box my strikes and defense. It's worth noting the Defect has on average a larger amount of block cards than some other characters, and has block cards that are more effective. Plus, I might roll into like Sunder and stuff like that. Sure, let's do it. Pandora's box. Excellent result. Excellent result. So both Sunder and Recycle are really good draws here. Hologram is really, really good. The rest of these are also here. Champ at the end of this floor. Okay. I kind of want to hunt elites this floor if I can. We'll see whether or not that's available to us. Unfortunately, I can't attack 3 times with this hand. Literally just don't have the energy to do it, so. Six damage this turn? Yeah, that's fine. I mean, it's not fine, but it'll have to do. Okay, I can Meteor Strike Hologram, Meteor Strike Sunder, which is really big. Let's hologram the Meteor Strike back. Oh, look, it still costs 0. It's almost like the thing I said before was definitely true. I say that like, like I'm not expecting it to have been taken as true. Now, the problem is this 12 in the back line. But I really don't get to put anyone on the ground right now anyway, so. Guess I was just hopeful that both lightning would hit there. You know what? I'm not comfy taking this damage, so I'm gonna block potion. Excellent. Oh look, Meteor Strike's back on top of my deck. Funny that. Hey, excellent. Swift Potion, nice, nice, nice. I mean, as far as opening turns go, that's not bad. I want to leave Boot Sequence in the deck, but the problem is, if I get back to it, I cast it, it puts a Daze in my deck, and also, if it's a different cost when I draw it, I don't even know if I'm going to want to play it, so we'll see. Genetic Algorithm, that's a no on that one, thanks. We've already got double cast up, so it's... We double on the Meteor Strike, and then we Sunder for the kill. An upgraded charge battery, I think I can't pass over, though. I actually feel inclined to possibly even pick up this fruit juice. No. This gets randomized every single time you draw it, is the problem with it. So... you play it, whenever you play this card, reduces cost by 1 for the rest of the combat, but next time you draw it, it randomizes its cost again, so it's not extraordinarily effective. I think dual cast a lot of the time is much less powerful than I want it to be, but I guess the Meteor Strike also... Dual cast, like, I'm almost always sad to draw dual cast. I think Overclock in a pinch could be a lot more effective. As you probably noticed, I'm actually running a little thinner than I otherwise might, and that's because I think it's really important here. 24-24. Actually, we're short on lethal anyway. It's fine. We recycle one of the high-cost ball lightnings, and now we can destroy someone, so... Kill. Just play the rest out. Excellent. Usually I don't kill the backliner first here. For good reason too, but somehow I don't think it's going to be that much of a problem for us. Call it a hunch. Okay. Double that Sunder drop, take the hologram to get the Meteor Strike back out of the deck, and then just basically fund whatever attacks I want to use for the kill. Strength Pot, as well as Claw, go for the eyes, and All for One. The All for One does allow us to just suddenly go off, but the thing is, it also needs to be at the end of the deck, and the high cost cards need to be reduced to 0. I don't know. I don't know about it. That said, I actually think I'm going to skip one of the elites here to get another question mark. Ooh, nice removal. Zap is pretty low value. Like, it's a bad ball lightning for us right now. And it can't become 0 cost on the upgrade, which is what makes it valuable, unfortunately. The only things I don't want to upgrade are the things that change their effect, right? So, Hologram actually really ought to be upgraded. I'm much more than happy to take the special relic here. We get the mutagenic strength. Start each combat with 3 strength that is lost at the end of your turn. Could help us kind of just like open the fight with a little bit of a burst. Oh, this sucks. Right, let's see what we get from the skill potion. Consume. So if I consume first, then I Meteor Strike. Meteor Strike gives us energy back. Great, because that allows us to play the Echo form. We'll recycle the Overclock. See what we get from that. Oh, we got Skim. That's not bad. We did draw pretty bad things as a result, though. Find me. Hey, there's Hologram. There's Sunder as well, unfortunately. Okay, the dual play on Sunder here is actually going to fail when I try and do it. Maybe I double up on the consume. Actually, I'm going to double up on consume. Then I'll Sunder. Then I'll Skim. And we can Meteor Strike, Hologram, Meteor Strike. We can do that kind of stuff. Actually, we just should. Meteor Strike, and then we'll rebound Hologram, take the Meteor Strike, play the Meteor Strike again. I'll Ball Lightning, then Compile Driver to draw 2, getting my Hologram back. I should probably take the zero cost Skim here, though. Get that out of my hand. Ooh, Bullseye, not bad. A Rainbow, even just to get a new card. Ooh, Buffer isn't that bad either. Nice. We'll take back the zero cost Skim, see what else we can pick up. This doesn't necessarily ever have to end. This is the kind of thing that I just love getting going. Ooh, I'll pick up choose a skill card at the start of each combat that will be in your opening hand. What do I want to do that with? I kind of want to do it with Hologram, because if Hologram is in my opening hand and I also get like a zero cost Meteor Strike or a zero cost Sunder, I just immediately remove someone from the field. Shuriken. Every time you play 3 attacks in a single turn, gain a strength. Not bad. I think here is a rest. Just keep myself on high HP. Like, no small smith that I can make to this deck is going to be more powerful than my other options. Actually, speaking of, taking Pain here is really good. Yeah. So, Warp Tongs. At the start of your turn, upgrade a random card in your hand for the rest of combat. And we go through our deck a lot. If we can ever remove it, yeah, obviously, huge. There's our Hologram, and there's our Meteor Strike. Pretty much exactly as I said as well. Okay, I'll rebound there, then Hologram to take the Meteor Strike back, then Meteor Strike there. Then I get my extra energy as well as a bunch of draw. Beautiful. Meteor struck him. Alright then. Upgrade another card for me. Oh, hell yeah. Recycle the Ball Lightning and the other Ball Lightning. Getting 2 new cards. Lock on, Sunder. I'll get a Hello World out there. And then we get a bunch of exhausts. Which basically means that my next hand was definitely guaranteed to have cards regardless. Thumped him. Easy nose. Yeah. I'll take on an elite now. I actually don't want that capacitor. I'm going to recycle it right now. Cool. We'll Meteor Strike, Hologram back the Meteor Strike. Meteor Strike again, obviously. Let's throw in a Ball Lightning and a Recursion for fun. Do I want to throw in the Recursion for fun? Yeah. Definitely taking some damage, but we're definitely dealing it faster. then we're taking it. Damage, in particular. I'd like to try and go off this turn, but Pain. Do got to get that out of our deck. We'll double Streamline. And we've literally already got lethal, so... No need to go for that FTL, and yet... Whoa! Whenever you add a power card to your deck, it is immediately upgraded. Courtesy of the Frozen Egg. Just lovely. Just lovely. Alright, let's get our setup as well as we... Thanks. This sucks. Huh. I'm thinking recycle the expensive ball. Then I'm going to hologram back the recycle to recycle the creative AI. Thunderstrike instead, down. Well, I guess I just Sunder for the damage unless I want to capacitate. Actually, you know what? Let's capacitate. Let's get that out. It's fine. We can take care of damage later. Echo Form. Alright, we'll see how this goes. Rebounds the Meteor Strike. I'm very much hoping it costs 1 or 0 right now. It costs 1. Cool. Double the Meteor Strike? Yeah. Also throw in a Ball Lightning just so that the Compile Driver draws 2. And then I just get to play all of the rest of the hand. Ain't that neat? Enemy's always almost about to split. Actually, it's debuffing me again this turn. That's a problem. I'm going to recycle that Overclock as well as the Pain. All right, you're about to debuff me this turn. Hang on. The first application is Frailty, so I'll be saved from the Frailty, but I won't be saved from the Vulnerability is the problem. Alright, I think I actually just need to go hard into damage then. Core Surge. Multicast means I have basically as much energy this turn as I ever need, but the thing is, unless I can pair that with Draw, what's it doing, right? Hologram can bring back Cool-Headed to try and go for the draw, but I wanted to go for Sunder, Hologram, Rebound, Sunder, Ball Lightning. Rebound the Sunder. Then you purge this turn, and it looks like I kill. Which is just going to make things so much neater. Got him. Whew. It's weird. There were multiple choices there, but only one of them actually existed. Getting extra energy is really big, but if I give up the ability to rest, I might be dead. I think I actually just have to deal with the amount of energy that I currently have at the moment. And... well, Runic Pyramid means that Pain would literally always be in my hand, which is bad. And also the low rolls from Snecko Eye would always be in my hand, which is also bad. It does provide draw, and occasionally I go off in terms of my energy. I think this could screw me, but it helps me most of the time. But I think could screw me by leaving me with a hand full of expensive cards. It is too bad a situation to risk. So I think I'll just take the Black Star. Elites drop an additional Relic when defeated. Also got to remind myself not to pick up that many powers before the very end. We have literally 1 in the deck. Excellent. If I could void elites, I would, but I can't. See the cut across the map that's only elites. Well, it's literally up here, actually. But, and they're... There's not another one later. Okay, so we do only have to fight maximum of 1 elite. That's good. Yeah, this is unfortunate. When Sunder is full cost, it's just unplayable for me. Uh-huh. I can double off my Meteor Strike, and that gives me energy back, as well as kills target almost. Only gives me a little bit of energy back. That's the thing. But then I can recycle on the overclock, and then I can go off. It's cool. I have to give up some HP this turn to the pain just so that I can do things. The extra energy next turn doesn't matter as much as the block there. Gosh. I'm really glad we didn't take the no ability to rest from this point on, because that would just be the end of us. We would have already lost. I need the Meteor Strikes and the Sunder upgraded. It's actually just like a super important thing for us. Because they're dealing our damage right now. Upgrade all cards you can no longer heal. Well, that's a great way to commit suicide. I'm going to go with the Rare Relic. Okay. Okay, I can get a lot of damage out here on the turn 1. Capacitor always gets out. If I recycle the charged battery, I can play everything else, and I can play it as many times. Well, not as many times as I'd like, but I can play it a lot. So I get to Sunder. I'm actually going to rebound the hologram rather than rebounding the Sunder. Actually, you know what? I'll even rebound those. Yeah. I've got to remind myself, like, I'm setting myself up at this point. That's all I need to do, is set myself up for the later game. Or rather, the later section of this same combat. Yeah, it's charged battery Meteor Strike, and there's no two ways around that. I'd love to get the Echo Form out, but it's charged battery Meteor Strike. It's an Echo Form. I have another Meteor Strike in the deck, actually. Never mind, it's Echo Form. Echo Form is one of the only ways I'm going to be able to defend myself enough here. Yep. Hey, there's the Meteor Strike I was looking for. Can dual cast it this turn. Puts the enemy on the ground. I'm going to recycle Pain. Just to get it out of here. There's nothing I can bring back that I want to bring back right now, I guess. I'll hologram back the low-cost ball light. Get more of them out there. With all this energy, I just need a couple defensive cards, please. Game, please, game. Woo! That's not defensive cards. I'm gonna basically double play the hologram there. Just, I got it back as well, nice. So that I could get the block. Then rebound here. Hologram back to recycle, and now use it on the streamline. Do still want the draw from Compile is the thing. Like, I can Meteor Strike and get a bunch extra energy. Can I kill in 3 attacks now? Let's see. I think I could. Yeah, it's Meteor, Meteor, Sunder. Got him. Whew. Birdface turn. When you play a power heal for 2 HP, that happens occasionally. Recycle is actually one of the strongest cards in our deck right now. See, the thing is that Relic might be worth it, but in 2 spaces time we have a shot. I can't throw it away this early. Alright, so I can Meteor Strike, Hologram. Recycle Capacitor. I'll Meteor Strike the back line, Hologram it back. Meteor Strike the next over. Sunder. Thank you, Overclock, for some actually reasonable draws, surprisingly. I'll take 1 damage if I streamline here. I'm going to take 1 damage, though. I don't like that Pain is still in our deck after all of this time. That feels like a pretty severe loss to me. Thankfully, I get to remove it in literally 2 spaces. Speaking of removing it, I'm going to quickly burn out my high-cost recycle as well as this Pain. Should have done that in the opposite order, by the way. Self-repair is extremely powerful. Not only is it 2 healing right now, but 7 at the end of the fight. Hologram back the same recycle. Burn this Ball Lightning. It's just not working out how I want. I'm generating that Dark Orb not only so I have more different varied things going into using Compile Driver. Hang on. Actually, hang on. Just playing Charge Battery twice and then kill. Whew. Power Potion, extremely good. Those can just carry you, is this character in particular. Statuses. How many statuses do I have? I only have Pain. Right? Yeah. Let's get that Pain out of the deck and then immediately rest in the next space as well. I may actually want to use my potion, that is to say the power potion, just to get over this combat. Never mind, this combat's not going to be a problem. Sunder, then we hologram back the Sunder and Blade again. Yeah, that's a lot of damage on turn 1 right there. It's got to be recycle the Ball Lightning first. Damn. I do have to play Echo Form, unfortunately. Don't really have a choice in that. So. Basically just means that this turn I don't get a Meteor Strike out. That's fine. Got a couple more turns left. We'll immediately double one of these Meteor Strikes. Then I'm going to rebound a Meteor Strike, getting us a bunch of extra energy, as well as play a Ball Lightning, then use the Compile Driver to draw 2, then play another Meteor Strike. Still taking some damage this turn that I don't want to be taking. Fine. You did it. You managed to deal damage to me, yep. You grumble. I mean, either that kills it or we kill him next turn, so I don't really mind there. Duvu Doll. For each curse in your deck, start with 1 additional strength. We just moved another curse out of our deck, and I wouldn't have kept it just for the sake of the Duvu Doll, but still. Would have liked to have the information at the time, is all I'm saying. Meteor Strike, Hologram, Meteor Strike. Then sort of recycle that Streamline rather. Yeah, I'll Ball Lightning twice though. I basically do need to be killing this turn though. Okay, those 2 charged batteries are nice though. Ooh. Echo Form as well as a recycle on a way overcosted overclock here. But overclock is draw. I'll burn the rebound though. As soon as we got Meteor Strike from that, I was pretty confident we were going to be okay. And let's bring back a Sunder for the kill. Tempest can suddenly be a finisher with the amount of energy that we end up getting, but also it could not. And I could just use my normal attacks. I have to worry about my defense first. Equilibrium is a pretty good way to worry about our defense right now, so I'll take it. Gremlin Horn, whenever an enemy dies, gain energy and draw a card, sure. I'll rest here yet again. I'd love to go to the left, but then that guarantees that I have to fight an elite later. So who am I prepared for, possibly? Not Nemesis. I'm just not prepared for Nemesis. It's fine. We win the final combat if we get there on full HP. I believe that we win the final combat if we get there on full HP. I'll quickly adjust my statement. Let's recycle the more expensive recycle. Huh? Come on. Hell yeah, that's exactly what I wanted. Damage. Because now I can actually do something to the spike of this turn. Look at that self-repair. Just lovely. And we're back on full HP already. Storm Beam Cell, no. Ball Lightning Barrage, no. Game. I'm specifically looking for defensive things. Can I win this fight? Yeah, I can, actually. It's not even that difficult. The Gremlin Horn in particular is one of the big reasons why combats like this don't even enter into my thought pattern. It's just like, yes, we are going to win this, because of course we are. Equilibrium's not bad. Bring back the lower cost. Let's see if I get any good card draw. I don't. Burn that. See if I get any good card draw. I do. Unfortunately, Auto Shields is already invalid. Probably seems a solid idea to rebound Compile Driver. Just to get the rebound back. Oh, sorry, the Compile Driver back. That'll get dual played. Ridiculous amount of energy back. Handy. Let's play out our defenses first. I can bring back that Sunder, but gosh, I'm going to have to weaken this Spike Ray a hell of a lot to be able to use it. Awesome. Literally generate lightning at all, please, game. Or that'll do as well. Gambling. Gambling chip. Discard as many cards as you like at the start of the game and then draw that many. I'm also actually just going to drop the strength potion for the weak potion. We win. That's it. Game's over. The Sunder Gets upgraded by 8 damage. It's less. Well, the Meteor Strike will upgrade the Sunder. I don't even have AoE in this deck. I'm just good at beating them down. Now, the problem here for me is I need to just suddenly find defense so that I can actually hit these. It's actually been surprisingly working out pretty well so far. But our luck can't last. New card, and ooh, Core Search. Another playable card. And it gives me another playable card after it. Damn! It's a wild chain at the very end there. Works out very well for us. I like it. Yikes. Alright, I basically just get to pass this turn. So you'll play the Equilibrium and then just Moida. Speed Potion. Don't we have Artifacting in our deck? Oh, no, we don't have Artifacting on deck. Oh, never mind. Second Equilibrium, probably going to take that, actually. If I had Artifacting in my deck, I'd take the Speed Potion, but we don't, so I won't. Drawing 3 cards on the Overclock is actually surprisingly probably good. Card draw is like one of the most important things that I can provide to this deck right now. Sure. As much as I don't want that Overclock, might help. Hard Potion should probably be waiting until the next form of the Awakened one. Throw back anything particularly high cost. Probably keep the Equilibrium, actually. Yep. Recycle that expensive charge battery. I definitely need to Equilibrium is the thing. I want to kill some... hang on. I'm like too short on killing someone right now. Okay. We will bring back the Recycle to recycle the Machine Learning because I definitely don't want that still. And then... Melter, Compile Driver, Sunder. And then we'll just full defend this turn as well as have one of them down already. Hell yes. Now, obviously, Echo Form did need to be played early, so... Sorry, not sorry on that one. Let's just quickly get way too much energy if we can. I want more defense. Recycle the Streamline. Whoa, what 0 cost do we have in there? We have Recycle, Compile Driver, Charge Battery. Okay. We can Compile Driver for the draw before we do anything else. Seems like a good idea. Put another defensive card in my deck before I do that, though. Actually, I'll also even play the Equilibrium. Compile Driver for 2 draw. Hey, Equilibrium came back. Nice. Alright, I think it's probably time to overclock, as much as I didn't want to. Compile Driver and Equilibrium in there costs 0, sure. This Equilibrium is super expensive, but I think I still need it in my deck for later, so... Meteor Strike twice over. I'll recycle the Ascender's Bane, just to get my 0 cost back in my discard pile, and then... All for 1 to draw them back. Now we'll burn this Force Field, definitely. It's never going to be good for us over the course of the combat. Hey, Chaos, surprisingly good. Gives us an extra draw from the Compile Driver. And we're just building a ridiculous amount of extra strength constantly. Equilibrium, actually, since I've played so many Equilibriums, I actually get to hold both of these. Which is a wild, somewhat foreign experience to me. Dual player recycle to burn 2 cards? Yeah, actually, let's burn the Rebound and the Capacitor there. Both of those are actually kind of garbage. Hey. Nice. This is going to be the transformation this turn, right? And then we Sunder. Right? We'll play the expensive Equilibrium. Leave it there. 43 damage incoming. Now we can start to play our pars. So, be happy with that. This is when I wanted the weakness potion for, so that I could play it at this point in the fight. Double Equilibrium fully defends me. And now it is time to second Echo Form, obviously. Obviously. Just so obviously. I couldn't do that first because my hand was full, unfortunately. And I would have to cast something to get it out of my hand. You can see how the problem follows from there, right? I want to get a Lightning Orb at the very front of my party at the right time, and then I can just blow it up with a multicast. Hologram back that same Meteor Strike. We're actually stacking a ridiculous amount of strength over the course of this as well. For a deck that's not really good at doing that, it's surprisingly good at doing that. How many 0 costs do we have in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so I do want to free up some hand space. We'll play the charge battery. There we go. That should free up enough hand space. Recycle. See, I can recycle the X cost, but then I'm doing that and I get X backs, but I need so much draw to utilize that thereafter. I actually do have more draw coming up, though. I'm just going to recycle a burn, get that out of here. We're already fully defended this turn. So next up should be other Clock Light. Yeah. Lightning, Ball. Sunder is just short of... Oh, never mind. Sunder and multicast. Hell yes. That is Defect Ascension level 17. Elites spawn more often, normal enemies are deadlier. Elites are deadlier, bosses are deadlier. Heal less after boss battles, start each run damage. Normal enemies are tougher, elites are tougher, bosses are tougher, start each run cursed. Fewer potion slots, upgraded cards appear less often, poor bosses, lower max HP, unfavorable events, shops are more costly, and normal enemies have more challenging movesets and abilities, courtesy of Snack OI into Dead Branch, into the clutch exact right time for me to have picked up a Sunder, followed by the immediate Meteor Strike thereafter. For the moment, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Slay the Spire. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.